Okay, so I know it's been a while since I used face cam, but I'm back and I decided I can finally tell the story on my CPS experience. So now it's been a couple years since this incident, and yeah, I'm ready to talk about it. Before we start, yes, I got a new poster. Hope you guys like that. But anyway, um, yeah, let's begin. So, when did this start? Well, this started back when I was a sophomore in 10th grade. Um, oh my god. Still remember it like it was yesterday. That was not fun at all. So, how did this start? Well, it all started how I was in chemistry class, I forget what I was learning, but regardless, it was during a middle of a lecture. I get this, sorry, my brain just stopped for a second. So, in my school, you get these student assistants in the front office where they give you passes and stuff like that. So, one of them comes in, they give my, at the time, chemistry teacher a yellow pass, and basically it meant I had to go to the front office. So, yeah, I'm kind of panicking inside, because I'm like, oh my god, did I do something wrong? You know what I'm saying? So, I get up, I go to the front office, they have these seats, and I'm waiting, but I'm just panicking. So a lady brings me somewhere quiet. She doesn't work at the school. So yeah, I'm brought in and she introduces herself as a worker regarding CPS. I'm not gonna say her name because I'm not doing that. But basically she then says like, oh yeah, hi, I'm so and so. Can I ask you some questions? And me being so confused, I'm like, what is this regarding? So she then starts asking me these questions, which I'm just in shock. So the ones I remember clearly. The first one was like, oh, it says here, I got it written right here that it says that your dad makes fun of your disability and this and that and puts you down all the time. Is that true? And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, no. And look, I may not like my dad, okay? That was obvious from all my past community posts. But he has never shamed me for my autism. Let me just put it out there, okay? He has never done that whatsoever. He even works at a company, which I'm not going to say, that helps disabled adults. And so then comes the second question. It says, oh, it says right here that your parents drink all the time in front of you. Is that true? And again, no, they've never done that to me at all. It was just so bizarre to me. And third question. This one had me shocked, like absolutely shocked, because I was just lost for words at this one. So she says to me, it says here you're on an app called Discord, and that apparently you were sending inappropriate pictures of yourself in front of all these chats. Is that true? And I'm like, what the what the fuck? Yeah, it was just so what the fuck to me. I said no, absolutely not. But in my head, I want to say, fuck no. I've never went on random chats and set my pictures like that to random strangers. That is disgusting. I would never do that in random chats. And then she goes on again, asks me another question that says, does your dad drink while drive? And I'm like, no. Look, again, don't like him, but he's never done that in my life. And I'm just completely shell shocked. And I, sorry. Last question was, apparently, do your parents take you to bars? And to me, that was, all of these questions are so fucking bizarre and some of them stupid, but this one was just, and then keep in mind, I'm 16 at this time. How the fuck am I gonna be let into a bar? Be for real. And after all of this was over, she gives me a typical CPS card, like, oh, if you have any questions, call me, this and that. And after school, hell breaks loose. And I then had a counselor appointment, and I'm telling her all this. And she was like, if you're thinking it was me, it was not. Because for the counselors, all of the info is private unless it regards to very serious causes, like, if you earn, like, if you want to, like, just not want to live anymore, that serious. But she's never, ever leaked any of that information of the things I shared with her that weren't that extreme. All of that's private. So she then makes a letter to me clearing her name so I can show my parents after school. So we had a serious thing going on at home, and it was just, oh man. At first, like, it made it, for some reason, the people were thinking like I was the one saying all these insane claims, which I was not. And I didn't show them the note that, hey, it wasn't her, it wasn't me saying all these lies, saying all these claims or things taken out of context. And words cannot describe how completely shocking it was. I mean, it was so bad to the point that my dad picked up my mom from work for the first time, and he's never done that before. At the time when my mom was still going to work, she would take the bus. So for my dad to come pick her up from work at the time, that's how bad it was. That's how angry he was. And after clearing my name and clearing my, at the time, counselor's name, it then came to the conclusion that somebody messed with us. And to this day, we do not know who that was, because they were like, oh, sorry, but we can't tell you that. We have to keep it a secret and all that. We have to protect him. And I was like, what about us? I could have gone to a foster care, and you could have screwed us up completely. And the latest update was on my birthday. When I was, yeah, it was on one of my birthdays. On, I think, November 20th, oh, 2023. Sorry, that I would have been turning just 16, so I was still like 15 during this instance. Sorry for that confusion. The police called my mom saying like, oh, is this case true? And she was like, no, it was shut down a while back ago. So that was that. Again, still don't know who did that to us, but yeah, that was how CPS screwed us over some culprit who thought it was funny to do that to my parents and me. But guys, I have to tell you right now, do not make false calls like that, because when this happened, it was just truly awful for me and my family, because like I literally thought I was gonna get taken away, put in foster care, and then be traumatized even more. Like my mental health would have gone further downhill. But yeah, guys, do not ever, ever do that to anybody. It's not funny, and it can honestly very much hurt people and destroy families like that. But yeah, that was my experience. And it was not fun at all. And I'm so glad that no calls like that haven't been made ever since. But if you guys enjoyed my story, and if you want more, let me know and I'll make them, because I have more story times. But I hope you guys are having a good day and night. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys.